Welcome back. This is module 3 of linear algebra and differential calculus paper. So in this module we are going to look at what is base vector, basis or base vector of a vector space. So as we discussed in last class, vector space is it contains so many vectors which satisfy some conditions, and those conditions we have seen already. So what is the base vector of this vector space? Base vector is a subset of this vector space where the linear span of this subset generates all the vectors in the vector space V. So this is the general definition of a basis vector. A subset S of a vector space is said to be basis if the linear span of S is V and the vectors in the set subset S are linearly independent. We will see the first frequent question is whether the vector space has one base or more than one base. Yes, a vector space can have more than one base. Now look at a standard example of this basis, a basic example to understand the basis. I am constructing a three-dimensional vector space. What is the meaning of three-dimensional vector space? Is if you take any vectors, it contains three coordinates. This is called dimension. So it has any number of vectors, but each vector contains three coordinates, three parameters. So V3 of R, V3 is it is a three-dimensional space. R means the elements of these vectors are real numbers. So one of subset of this vector space is this is a subset 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So contains three dimension, and this is one vector, two vector, three vectors. So it is a finite subset of this vector space. So this finite subset is said to be basis of vector space because I can generate any vector in this vector space as a linear combination of these three vectors in the subset S. So look at linear span. We talk about linear span, the first condition. All possible linear combinations of finite subsets of S. So this is, for example, I have taken any vector in vector space as ABC. So I can write this vector ABC. ABC are real numbers. I can write this vector ABC as A into the first vector. So this I am writing as a row wise. Therefore I am writing transformation. Then it will become column vector 1 0 0. So B into 0 1 0 column vector plus 0 into C into 0 0 1 column vector. So any vector in the vector space V I can represent as linear combination of the three vectors of subset S. Therefore this is said to be basis. So more importantly, this is one more example where 2 4 6 is a vector. In this vector space I am writing this 2 4 6 as 2 into first vector plus 4 into second vector plus 6 into third vector. So it generates the required vector. So any vector I can write as a combination of these three base vectors. So I can say S is the basis of the three-dimension vector space V3 of R. So here the vectors in S must be linearly independent. Maybe dependent also, but we can take only the combination of linearly independent vectors we can use to write to generate any vector in the vector space. What is linearly independent? Linearly independent means we cannot express a vector as a combination of other two vectors or other vector. Such type of vectors are said to be linearly independent. For example, here 1 0, this set is linearly independent set. This is the basis set. But look at this another three vectors in this vector space A, B, C. Look at, I am writing the vector third vector C as a combination of these two vectors A and B, 4A minus B. That means A is a vector, P is another vector, 4 is a scalar, real numbers. So 4A minus B is a linear combination of these two vectors. Therefore, this is linearly dependent. These vectors are linearly dependent. One more example, look at these are three vectors, v1, v2, v3. So these three vectors I would like to check whether these are linearly independent or dependent. One more standard representation of dependent and independent of vectors is alpha 1 v1, alpha 2 v2 plus alpha 3 v3 equal to 0. Where alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 all are 0, then v1, v2, v3 are linearly independent. So here these are linearly independent because here the combination I can write as 0, the sum of three vectors with some coefficients, scalar coefficients as 0 only if all the scalars are 0. Other way of checking the linearly independent or dependent vectors is, if v1, v2, v3 you can write as a matrix form. If it forming a square matrices, then the determinant of this square matrix is not equal to 0, then the given vectors are linearly independent. If the determinant is equal to 0, then the given vectors are linearly dependent. So this is another example where 4 vectors I have chosen with 3 dimension. So this is not possible to check here with det because it is not forming a square matrices. But now I am using the standard definition alpha v1, alpha v2, alpha v3 plus alpha 4 v4 as 0. So here I am trying to find this alpha 1, alpha 2, these scalars. It is possible to find scalars as a linear combination of these vectors equal to 0 or not. So I got one condition alpha 1 plus alpha 4 equal to 0 by equating the sum of all these three vectors to 0 and equating the corresponding elements on both sides. Then the first element I am getting alpha 1 plus alpha 4 0. This is second condition. This is third condition. Using these three conditions, and so here I am getting the relation between alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3. So here by solving this I am getting minus v1 plus 5 by 3 minus 4 by 3 plus v4 is becoming 0. That means the linear combination of these vectors equal to 0. Therefore these vectors are linearly dependent. So next class we will see most important thing, how to represent the vectors as a matrix. What is the relation between matrix and vectors. Keep learning. Take care. Bye.